Shinya Tsukamoto is a man that I don't think can do wrong. I enjoy all his movies, as weird and disturbing as they get. There's just something about his style that's always refreshing to me. He had the big hit with Tetsuo the Iron Man in '89. He had the more mainstream release after that with Hiroko the Goblin. He got Tetsuo 2. But then he released Tokyo Fist. I feel like Tokyo Fist sometimes gets overlooked compared to his more thriller horror movies because it's neither a thriller or horror. It's a movie about boxing, but it's just as strange as a Tetsuo movie because the way he directs and the way he uses the camera, you get a lot of weird shots that you wouldn't think a movie about boxing would have, but the tone is very dark and it gets pretty disturbing at times. And I always hated how people compared this to Raging Bull. This is nothing like Raging Bull. A man dealing with some personal issues and takes it out in his boxing, but that's about it. This has a very heavy industrial soundtrack, which I don't think a movie like Raging Bull would have. So that alone sets it apart. Chu Ishikawa, he was always a collaborator with Shinya Tsukamoto. There's actually a Tokyo Fist bootleg vinyl that came out for some reason. You would think maybe, oh, let's do a Tetsuo the Iron Man bootleg. No, a Tokyo Fist soundtrack bootleg. I mean, the soundtrack is great if you love that like 80s, 90s industrial sound. The opening shot is great. It's a very memorable scene. It's probably the best scene of the whole movie. I mean, this is definitely one of his greatest opening scenes with the Chu Ishikawa music playing. I mean, come on, how freaking great is that? But yeah, I'm never bored with it. The love triangle angle I thought was interesting. Shinya Tsukamoto's character is such a dweeb, but compared to this
全編でないですか？
hunking boxer, so he takes up
それじゃあわかん
boxing
ないで
because he
しょ。
gets jealous. But
どうぞ、よかったら。
there's a lot of blue filter used in this movie. This Snake of June used a lot of blue. Some good Shinya Tsukamoto esque fights. It's not your typical Rocky fighting going on here. It was re-released on Blu-ray with that Shinya Tsukamoto box set, but I don't know. There's something about DVD quality that fits this movie, this sort of indie, low-budget movie, the best. And it was Manga Entertainment that put this DVD out. Remember them with their anime? His stories, the dialogue is never the main reason you would watch one of his movies. More so, I would say how the soundtrack complements the visuals. I think it's in my top 5 favorite of his movies, but I do really have to think about that.